I'd just like to start off by saying this is quite a nice pub, and it's quite a novelty for me, because usually I go to pubs like the Goose and the Horseshoe Bar, and they're the kind of pubs that you pick the barman's pubes out your $2.99 fish tea. So this is beautiful. This is the lap of luxury. And I don't know if anybody's been to the Horseshoe Bar, but downstairs it's a bar, which is good, it does its job. And upstairs it's the room of lost souls. It's just a room full of 40-plus-year-olds staring into their $2.99 pints, wondering where their lives went wrong. And over in the corner, a jaundiced man sings an out-of-key rendition of David Gray's This Year's Love. And nobody speaks. It's like they've captured the miners' strike in a room, it's lovely. So recommend that. Before I go any further, I feel like I need to address the fact that some of the audience are men. Let's face it, there's always a chance that could happen. We're just going to have to power through. We're here now. I'd just like to reassure them and say I'm not going to come on and tell lots of jokes about periods and cake, because that'd be awkward for everybody really. I hate those female comedians that come on and they go, oh, all men are rapists, you don't know what it's like being a woman. So I thought, you know, because a lot of the people in the audience are men, I'll tell you what it's like to be a woman. Fucking fantastic. Oh, I've broken the microphone, but it's fucking fantastic. I'll say that again into the microphone. I lose days, whole days of my life just playing with my own tits in the mirror. Just, you know, just jiggling them up and down, putting some baby oil on them. Save myself a fortune on pay-per-view porn, it's great. When I'm not masturbating my life away, which is quite often, I work in a tanning salon. Ooh, yeah, that's generally the reaction that I get. I work in a tanning salon, so cancer research pay my commission. It's very nice. So I give people skin cancer, I wear a lot of real fur, I just need to start killing small children and wearing their skin, and I'll be all the way to completely evil. I say kill small children and wear their skin, I wouldn't do that, because I've got fur for that, so it'd be a bit of a false economy really. Probably just make them into lampshades or something. I don't generally mind small children as long as they're somewhere over there and very, very quiet. Because let's face it, we've all met small children, especially on public transport, and suddenly you have a new understanding of why some people shake their babies to death. Some of them are here tonight, that's good to see. I'm assuming everybody, apart from maybe the baby shakers, because you're all clearly on day remand from Berlin or something, those of us who haven't abused a small child have Facebook. Everybody has Facebook now. That's what the cool people do. And it's great because everybody can use it in a different way. So some people use it to keep in touch with family on other sides of the world, and some people use it to like start up their own business, and some people use it to start an imaginary farm, which is good. So you get lots of updates in your newsfeed that are just like, Jimmy has bought a cow, can you help? Jimmy needs 6 bales of hay, can you help? Jimmy is clearly a virgin and needs a life, can you help? I can't fucking help with that one. And you know, it's all very intense, and if you're not up at 3 to feed your new baby cow that's just been born, it dies because your friends haven't fed it. And I'm kind of thinking, this is the reason I didn't become a real farmer, because it's quite intense. I don't really want to do that when the animal in question is just made of pixels. And the other thing, I mean, I'm not saying that there's a wrong way to use Facebook, but some people are just total cunts about it, eh? See, like the people that put on their Facebook just these horrible generic messages that are like, see if you've ever had cancer, or somebody you know has had cancer, or maybe you've just looked at a picture of some cancer, or even by the very fact that you're now reading the word cancer, you need to put this on your Facebook 6 million times. And it's just meaningless shite, and you feel like saying to them that's just meaningless shite, but then you can't, because they go, well, actually it's for cancer. So you're a dick. You know, I'm not a dick, I'm just normal. And the worst time for it was just after the whole Japan tsunami thing. There was loads of people putting all this shite about Japan. People had never even known what Japan was before before were putting shit on their Facebook, and I thought, I bet that is a huge comfort to the people of Japan. I bet the Prime Minister of Japan is like, fuck it, we don't need any more aid, we don't need a food parcel. Somebody has written a generic Facebook message. It's fine. I've got radiation poisoning, my mum's got radiation poisoning, I don't know where my next meal is coming from, but wee Linda from West Kilbride has written some generic shite on her Facebook, and it's just put it all into perspective for me, so thank God for that. And my brother, who's usually immune to this sort of thing, he got sort of swept up in it, and he put on his Facebook, prayer wave for Japan. And it had a picture of, like an HTML picture of a wave and a little prayer. And I was just overcome by rage, and I had to Facebook him and I said, dude, the last thing Japan needs right now is another fucking wave. And kind of the other thing about Facebook that you need to be really careful with, which has got me into trouble a few times, is you post things on your Facebook and people take them seriously. So a prime example of this was when I was doing a creative writing degree, and we had to read all these poems by this poet called Adrienne Rich. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with Adrienne Rich, but she is a feminist, separatist, lesbian poet. So she's a lot of fun. And it's quite interesting because half her poems are sort of like, all men are bastards, nobody understands me, and the other half are, that bitch dumped me, nobody understands me. Basically no one understands her. So I put on my Facebook, oh my god, the poems are shite, and I put on my Facebook, oh my god, Adrienne Rich is such a whiny lesbian. And this girl who I'd been to school with, who coincidentally was also a lesbian, came onto my Facebook page and wrote, you can't say Adrienne Rich is a lesbian, you're a homophobe. But she is a lesbian. Yes, but you can't say she's a lesbian because that makes you a homophobe. And I was really offended by this, and not because she called me a homophobe, because I don't really give a shit about that, but because I'm on a creative writing degree. If I want to be homophobic, I would like to think I could come up with something a bit better than, see this one lesbian, she's a wee bit whiny. And I was kind of like, clearly the irony of being a lesbian whining about me saying a lesbian is whiny has been completely lost on you, but never mind. And so this went on for a little while, and it went back and forward, and we had a big fight about it, and she deleted me. That most brutal of snubs. She deleted me from her friends on her Facebook, and I was like, oh, there we go, that's cut me to the bone. And I don't know how you guys feel about this, but see when somebody deletes you off their Facebook for implicit homophobia, it's just well gay. I've been Kirsty Morrison. Thank you very much for listening.